All right, so Jeff is telling me that we have a guest on the line. He's a big get for us. This is a story that started here in Chicago, but it's starting to get a little national play. I saw something on Fallon last night, Kimmel. Some of the other late night shows are talking about it. They're starting to talk about it, and from what I've been told too, the big news shows have been trying to get this guy, your Meet the Presses, your Today shows. They're all trying to pin this guy down because the story is starting to sweep the nation. But he's actually a fan of our show, and he's giving us an exclusive interview. So it's kind of a big deal for us. And I'm sure you've heard about this story. There was a wedding earlier this year in Chicago, and it's a tragic story. Everybody at the wedding got this horrible case of food poisoning, like severe food poisoning, and they died. Every single person. Bride, groom, best man, all of them. Except one guy. There's one survivor. The blogs have been calling it the Brown Wedding, which is, of course, a reference to the Red Wedding on Game of Thrones, which, isn't very nice. It's kind of insensitive in my opinion. But we have on our phone right now the lone survivor of the Brown Wedding, William Harris. William, thanks for joining us, man.
Well, thank you for having me. I think it's time for the people who've been asking around and hearing lots of things on the radio and the telly, so I figured I best get the story out there. And I thank you for offering an opportunity for me to share this.
Yeah, well, yeah. Again, thanks for coming, and I just want to say first of all, my condolences. I know that you lost a lot of friends at this wedding.
Yeah, pretty much, almost all of them, really.
All of them.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah. We were all very close, and we were all invited. Most all of us were invited to the wedding. It's just me and I've got a cousin Clive, and he didn't come. Luckily for him, he couldn't. He had family commitment. But yeah, it's pretty much him and me now.
Wow. So just you and Clive.
Yeah. It's been. Yeah, it's been very hard.
I can't imagine. It's horrible. I can't even imagine what you must be going through.
I don't always have words, but I can't. I really can't sleep at night. I still hear them screaming. There was one woman in particular who. I didn't know her. She was one of Ryan's secondary school friends, and she kept yelling, "Please make it stop. Please please make it stop."
When you say Ryan, I know because I've read some conflicting things. When you say Ryan, are you referring to the bride or the groom?
Well, in this case, it's the bride. Both, yeah. Well, no, they're both named Ryan.
Right. So that's the bride and the groom were named Ryan, but it wasn't just their first names.
No. Actually, they shared the same last name as well. Both last name of Riley.
Right. Before they got married.
Yes. Before we used to joke with the bridesmaid that she was going to save a fortune on monogramming towels and such. She wouldn't have to change anything really.
So Ryan Riley and Ryan Riley. That's true. That was reported correctly. Ryan. They were both named Ryan Riley.
Well, yeah. I mean that's true. Ryan Riley. And it was such a beautiful couple. They were just so in love with each other. It was just Ryan Riley all the time. It was a little joke. They meant it sweetly. They did. It wasn't too annoying. They were just a beautiful couple too.
Did anybody ever do any genealogy research or anything like that to see if maybe they were related in some way or?
I don't know. Never really thought about that.
Really?
Figured,
yeah, I mean they had the same exact name. No one ever thought about checking on that.
Well, you go back far enough, we're all related.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
They did look alike though, a bit.
Right. So
anyway.
You were talking about someone who's screams in particular that you.
Oh yeah. It was a friend of the groom, Ryan, the American Ryan. Kept saying, "Oh, please, I can't get the poop to stop. There's nothing I can do. Just please make it stop." I can hear a voice to this day. Please make the poop stop coming out of my butt. please. I can't make it stop coming out my butt. I can't stop the poop coming out my butt.
All right, so that's an exact quote.
I can't believe I'm going to die because boob's coming out of my butt. Someone just close my butt, please. Why can't someone close my butt?
Wow.
How hard can it be? A cork, anything, please.
Ugh, that's.
Those were her last words. Think of that.
That's horrible. Do you feel like the media is being insensitive by calling this the Brown wedding? I mean, it's a Game of Thrones reference. Do you feel like that's trivializing your pain a little bit?
Well, it's a bit accurate, isn't it?
I suppose, but maybe a little inelegant.
Well, there was really nothing elegant about the way things happened, except for the centerpieces. Those were quite nice, really quite lovely. But once the pooping started, it was any sense of elegance went right out the sort of window, right? I mean, the best man was the first to go, really.
Yeah, I read that. That had to be a particularly dramatic moment. It was during his speech, during the best man's speech.
Yeah, it was right after dinner. I assume that he must have snuck in a quick bite or something before we all got started. He must, or he finished first, whatever. But he was just telling some bad joke about the first time he met Ryan.
Which Ryan?
Oh, I'm sorry, the bride.
Okay.
He was how the two Ryans met.
Oh, okay.
So he's telling a story about the first time he met Ryan, and he was all like, he called dibs on her or something. I'm not really, but Ryan,
Mm-hmm.
groom Ryan, had already called dibs while the best man was in the bathroom. I still don't even know really what dibs means, really for sure anyway. But he's telling the story, and all of a sudden he just flatulates, just uncontrollably.
Flatulating.
Yeah, like what's the movie? Blazing Saddles, the campfire scene.
Mm-hmm.
Except it's all one man doing that. So at first we laughed because it was very funny. At first it was very funny. We all had a little laugh for a second, and he tried to play it off, and he said ducks.
Ducks? What does that mean, ducks?
Yeah, well, like the sound of the sound of a fart is like you're stepping on a duck. So we all laughed for a second, and he tried to play it off. Pretty sad attempt at wit, really.
Right.
And then someone, I think it was Ryan's ex, yelled, "The Mighty Ducks," and everyone laughed.
Oh, there was a Mighty Ducks reference. People thought that was funny.
It was a pretty awkward moment for everybody at the time.
Sure.
So
sure.
I suppose to break the tension.
Sure. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Yeah.
Well, then he kept, and the flatulence continued, and it couldn't stop. And then someone said, "Get in the V formation," which I'm not familiar with the movie, so apparently no one thought it was very funny, because by the time someone had said that, he was already on the floor, clutching himself and crying. And at first he was just crying regular tears, but after a few minutes, he started to cry liquid caca.
Ugh. Caca?
Like diarrhea tears.
Yeah, I know what it means.
I'm just telling you that he had caca coming out of his eyeballs.
Yeah, maybe we just don't call it caca. That's like the worst name for it. Can we?
What, caca? Really?
Yeah. I don't know. Can we call it something else besides caca?
Suit yourself. I'm easy. Show. So there was poo-poo coming out of the best man's eyeballs.
Right. That's a little better, I think. Yeah.
I'm sorry to make it uncomfortable. And then it was like this domino effect. It was a movie, 4 boys, going on railroad tracks. Stand By Me. You see that one?
Stand By Me. Sure. Yeah, Stand By Me. The Rob Reiner.
There was
yeah.
Well, then it was a young River Phoenix.
Sure.
There was a scene in there where it's like a story about a fat kid who enters a pie eating contest and eats a lot of
Lardass, right?
Yeah, that's it. Very good. Yeah, yes. And with the cherry pie and everyone's vomiting upon each other.
Yeah. I think I remember the scene you're referring. I think it was blueberry pie, but yeah, I think I get your larger point. Of what it was like. Yeah.
When he's saying like mothers throw up on daughters and fathers throw up on sons and brothers throw up on sisters.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, I got it.
It was like that, but with caca instead of vomit.
Hey.
Oh, I'm sorry. Like that would poop instead of vomit.
Oh, man, I don't think I'm feeling well.
Imagine how I feel. That's every night for me.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. Yeah, it must have been terrible.
You have really no idea.
Well, I think I might have some idea. You've painted a pretty descriptive picture, so.
I have not even told you the worst part yet.
Really? There's a worse part?
Oh, far, far worse. Do you want to hear it?
Not really, but for journalistic purposes, I think.
It's important that this story gets out, and hopefully people can avoid this fate. But it was about Ryan.
Right. Again, you should probably specify which Ryan.
Sorry. The groom.
The groom. Okay.
You know how the brides often lose a bunch of weight before the wedding?
Sure. Yeah, they want to slim down. Yeah.
Well, Ryan wanted to do that.
Oh, the groom. So Ryan, the groom wanted, not the bride, the groom.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, this time it was Ryan, the groom. Sorry.
Right. It's confusing. It's confusing.
Yeah, it is very confusing. I admit. I'll try my best to keep it straight. But the groom was he was a bit of a lard ass himself.
Oh, so okay.
Yeah, that American diet. Yeah. Anyway, so the groom was a chunk. So he wanted to lose some weight.
Wait, I'm sorry. Did you say he was a chunk? Did you call him a chunk?
Sorry, yeah, it's a Britishism. I apologize.
Okay.
But he was a big fella.
Okay. Right.
Many donuts in his past. And he went on a very intense diet in order to slim down for his wedding.
Mm-hmm.
It was the smell diet.
The smell diet.
Yeah, it's he only smelled food for a whole year before the wedding.
So he only smelled it. He didn't eat anything for an entire year.
Well, he smelled things. It's like a form of eating.
Yeah, I don't think it is actually, but
like I said, it was very intense diet.
Well, yeah, I still don't think that qualifies as a diet.
Well, regardless, it's what he did. And even when he was careful about what he smelled, he wouldn't smell anything with like a lot of calorie, like pizzas, tacos, or hamburgers or anything like that. And he was down to he was about 50 pounds, I would say.
He lost 50 pounds or he weighed 50 pounds?
No. He weighed 50 pounds.
He only weighed 50 pounds? I don't think that's even possible. He'd be dead.
Well, he is dead.
Well, right, but you know what I mean. I mean, are you sure you don't mean like stone or something? I can tell that you're British. Maybe you're getting your conversion wrong or something.
How dare you? I know my conversions. 50 stone isn't even possible. That's like how much an elephant on a semi-truck weighs. Ryan weighed 50 pounds.
Wow, if he weighed that just doesn't sound very healthy.
He looked great, actually.
Okay.
He was in the best shape of his life. It's really a shame he had to die.
He had to die. That's kind of a weird way to say it.
I mean, it's a shame. What happened?
Right. So which was what exactly? What did happen to him?
Well, at 50 pounds, you can imagine there wasn't a whole lot to poop out.
Okay.
So he pooped himself essentially out of existence. Like, pooped so much. He just pooped 50 pounds. Like, he just folded in on himself, and he pooped himself out of himself. And then just disappeared.
He disappeared.
Yeah, he disappeared right on his own also. Police never found him.
Wow. So and you witnessed this? You saw him poop out. You saw him poop himself, basically.
Yeah, he pooped his arms and his legs, his fingernails, his face. His face coming out from his butt was disturbing. It was like spontaneous combustion. Then there was just like nothing left, just caca. Sorry, poop. I apologize.
Thanks. And this is just the worst thing I've ever heard in my life. I feel like I need to take a shower.
There was so much poop, Luke. You couldn't even tell whose poop was whose.
Well, and what about the other Ryan, the bride? What happened to her?
She pooped a lot too. She pooped so much she died.
Right. And I guess the big question is, William, I think what everyone wants to know is, why were you the only person at the wedding to survive? I mean, every single other person there died of food poisoning. Isn't it a little suspicious that you were the only one who got out alive?
Well, to be clear, they didn't all die from food poisoning. Not everybody had the tainted food, wherever it was. Most of them actually just died from all the poop, really.
Really?
Yeah, there was so much poop at this wedding that a lot of them drowned in the poop.
They drowned in the poop.
Yeah, all in poop. All the toilets were clogged. There was massive flooding. It was a big wedding. I mean, there were 57 people in the bridal party alone.
57 people in the bridal party?
Yeah, 57.
There were 57 groomsmen and bridesmaids.
Indeed. There was supposed to be 58, but one guy didn't show up.
Was that Clive? That was Clive, your cousin?
No, Clive wasn't actually part of the bridal party. This was just some other lucky bastard.
Yeah, I'll say.
Do you know how much poop can be manufactured at a wedding where there's 57 people in the bridal party alone?
Yeah, I'd rather not think about that, actually.
It was enormous amounts of poop, Luke. I mean, epic amounts. Oceans, really. Vast, endless tides of untamable poop. Swallowed up everything in its path, destroying without prejudice. On the toes, sucking in every last bit of human virtue and will, every aspiration, all ardor, charity, well-meaning, all courage into the gaping maw of Davy Jones's poop locker.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of poop.
Yeah, it's a lot of poop.
At one point, there was a young man hanging onto a floating piece of the buffet table, like Leonardo DiCaprio in Titanic.
Okay.
His date was on top of the table, and people were screaming, move over so we can emerge from the poop and take refuge with you on the buffet table. But he was already consumed by the poop. It was too late for him, so he sank to the bottom of the poop ocean. If she hadn't been such a heartless woman like that harpy Kate Winslet, he may have made it. But it was too late.
Yeah, that's horrible. I gotta say, it's terrible. It is. Everything you're describing is terrible. It's awful. But I have to come back to my original question, because you didn't really answer it. How you were able to survive.
That's strange, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's strange.
Oh, sure. Well, first of all, I didn't eat anything.
You didn't eat anything at the wedding?
No. I saw how well the smell diet worked for Ryan, so I was trying it out.
Okay, but what about the poop flood?
The poop flood. Well, anytime I'm at a wedding, or really any public gathering, I always plan an escape route, just in case.
You always plan an escape route?
Oh, yeah, sure. You never know.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, William. Are you laughing?
No.
I mean, it kind of sounds like you're laughing.
No. Well, I'm very sad, really. Broken up inside, all over. My emotions are a bit unstable at the moment.
I'm sorry, William. It sounds to me like you're laughing. So I have to ask. I mean, I had this sinking suspicion. Are you responsible for this? Did you do something to the food at this wedding?
No. Please, Lou. Why would I? They were my friends.
Yeah, you're still laughing. William, this is serious.
Longley Everton, go blue! We are the famous EFC! Everton! Down with Liverpool! Liverpool sucks!
Wait, what?
Ryan thought Liverpool had the upper hand, but he was wrong.
Wait, what is Everton?
Come on, Everton, famous football club in the Premier League.
Soccer?
Football, you get!
Hey!
Football. I support Everton. Ryan supported Liverpool, and I taught him a lesson about what Evertonians are made of.
Wait a second. This is about a soccer rivalry?
Football.
Okay.
And yeah.
That's insane.
Not really.
Wait, William, you are on a podcast right now. You're admitting that you did this.
Yeah, sure. Why not? I should get the credit.
The credit? You think you're going to be celebrated for poisoning food at a wedding and killing everybody?
In Everton, I will be a hero.
Oh, who cares? Who cares about what people in who support Everton think? You murdered all your friends because one guy liked a different soccer team than you?
It's football. And yeah, well, I mean, I didn't mean to murder them. I just wanted them to poop themselves a lot. But, you know, this happened instead. Apples to apples, I suppose.
But your friends are dead.
Yeah, well, didn't really like them all that much. I need to find some new friends anyway, ones who share my interests.
Like Everton soccer.
Like Everton football, yeah. And my affinity for practical jokes. I enjoy planning elaborate practical jokes. That's another interest I had that I don't think any of my friends truly appreciated.
Yeah, I can't imagine why. Maybe that's an interest you should consider giving up.
Oh, never.
All right. Look, so, all right, William, are you still in Chicago? Do you live here now?
Oh, heavens no, I'm not stupid. I wouldn't have confessed if I was still in America. I'm back home, safe in England. I'm not an idiot. You're American sods with your never catch me, there's no extradition here between the UK and America. Everton!
Wait a second. Are you kidding me? Of course there's extradition between the US and England.
Really? Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Oh, that's a sticky wicket. Suppose I should probably Google that. Bye.
Hello? William, are you still there? William, I think he hung up.